everybody, welcome to Toni's Tack Tips, a channel for the what, how, and why of horsemanship. Today we're going to be learning how to make our own DIY Greenspot Remover.
Every gray horse rider knows the struggle. You've got 20 minutes before your class, you've groomed, you're all ready, when suddenly, oh no! She rolled! She's all green! Spots everywhere! What are you gonna do? You frantically search your grooming bag for a solution. You try everything. You curry and brush each spot. You spray them with alcohol, but they won't budge. Those green spot sprays are too pricey. Plus, they leave residue on the coat. You can't have that in the show ring. Short of giving your horse a bath, there's nothing you can do. It's hopeless. But what if I told you there was a cheap, easy spray you could make all by yourself?
So the best thing about this Greenspot Remover is that it is incredibly easy to make, and you probably already have the ingredients in your barn. You really only need 2 things, or 3 if you're feeling extra fancy. So the most important ingredient is standard isopropyl alcohol. Every barn should have this. It's pretty much a staple. It's used around the barn for drying off sweat. It can be used as a liniment. It's great for disinfecting things. The other thing that you're going to need is purple shampoo. So my favorite is Quicksilver, so that's what I always use. There are a couple other brands, but this one is the best. Another thing, especially if your barn has gray horses, that you probably already have. So the third optional ingredient is witch hazel. It's not necessary to have the same cleaning properties, but like alcohol, witch hazel is both a cleaning and a drying agent, so it can be really helpful in getting out green spots, but it isn't necessary. Feel free to play with the amount of witch hazel you put into the spray. Just kind of have some fun with it. The other thing you're going to need is an empty spray bottle. It can be reused from something else. This used to be my Santa Fe spray. As long as it's been rinsed out, it is ready for use. It's important to note that I have not measured out any of these proportions. It's pretty much just all by eye, but I'll do my best to show you guys about what I do when I make this spray. So the first thing you're gonna do is, ideally using a funnel so you don't spill things everywhere like me, because I'm incredibly clumsy, is you're gonna fill your spray bottle about halfway with alcohol. You only want to fill it about halfway to start to make sure that if you end up putting in too much of the other ingredients, you can dilute them with alcohol. If you end up putting too much alcohol in at the beginning and you put in too much Quicksilver or witch hazel, you're gonna have a problem. So the next thing is just a squirt of your Quicksilver. And it can be a pretty generous amount, but you want it to, once you shake it, make a really nice purple color. You don't want it to be too dark or you could end up staining the horse's coat. And put your lid back on and make sure that the sprayer is set to off so you don't actually spray it anywhere. And just give it a really good shake. Perfect. So you're gonna add more alcohol later. So these bubbles are okay. And this purple color is just a little bit deeper than what I want, which is perfect. So then you can take your lid back off and add in just a dash of witch hazel. I don't like to put in too much because combining 2 drying agents can actually really dry out the horse's skin, but just a little bit of this will help pull the green out even faster. So just a little dash of witch hazel, and then you can fill the rest of the bottle with alcohol. And depending on how much Quicksilver you put in, you can add more shampoo or just more alcohol. And the best part about this spray is that you really don't need that much to get off a green spot. And it's so cheap to make that you can just keep refilling the spray bottle. So this is the ideal color of the spray. It's still translucent, you can see right through it, but it's dark and deep enough that it's definitely purple. If it's too light, you're gonna wanna add a little bit more Quicksilver. If it's too dark, you're gonna wanna add a little bit more alcohol, but you want something in this ballpark. So there's enough alcohol and purple shampoo to help lift the stain off, but there's not too much purple shampoo that it will stain the coat and get stuck and require you to give the horse a bath. Okay, let's go try it.
This cheap, simple spray works quickly and effectively to get rid of green spots and create a show-ready coat. Just check out the wonders it does on Miss Edna's manure stains. Even better, it will leave no residue at all on the coat. Just spray on, rub it in, and wipe it off. Voila! Quickly and easily get rid of all stains and spots. No bathing required. All Grey Horse riders can rest easy with some DIY purple spray on hand.
I hope you enjoyed learning how to make your own DIY green spot remover. Hopefully this saves you some time and some money. Feel free to fiddle with this recipe. It's not a concrete thing. You can fiddle with the proportions and see what works best for you and best for your horse. Thanks so much to Stinky, our wonderful barn cat, for featuring in today's video and continuously purring this whole time. Be sure to like and subscribe and go follow me on Instagram at Toni's Tack Tips. If you have any questions or you have things you want to learn or content you want to see, comment below and I'll try to make it happen. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to always ask why. Bye for now.